sucks and it's horseshit. But I'm too polite to say anything because I'm a class act.
You know what? I might not be a class act because I am tired of this. I am tired of this shit. You know what I'm tired of?
I don't want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is. Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
Well, that's what I think of Daniel Jones. That's what I think of John Mara. That's what I think of Brian Dable. That's what I think of Joe Shane. 22 of 37, 190, and 2 interceptions. I mean, come on, guys. What are we literally? What are we doing? Literally, what are we doing here? You just lost to the Carolina Panthers, 20-17 in the Stinker Bowl in Germany. I could not fathom and think how bad this team was, the New York Giants. And like I said, I lived through the Andy Robustella era in the 70s. I've seen bad teams before, but good God, this team is just horrid. And you're going to have people say, well, Daniel Jones tried to bring this team back. You were losing to the 2-7 Carolina Panthers. You were losing to Bryce Young. You were losing to a team that you should be better than, that traded away most of their talent. And as the likes of Coker and Xavier Leggett as their starting wide receivers, the defense, they gave you their best player. What about Brian Burns? They gave you Brian Burns. They did everything humanly possible, the Carolina Panthers did, to lose this game. And Brian Dable and this team is so bad, so put together, so ill-advised. It's a cut-and-paste franchise. I've said this before. And you're going to have a segment of fans that say, well, look, do you see that Daniel Jones run when he bowled his way into the end zone? Great. I also saw 2 interceptions and 2 bad sacks. And I also saw 5.1 yards average on a pass play, throwing 37 times for only 197 yards. If it wasn't for Tyrone Tracy and his 18 carries at 103, this game would have been a blowout. The Carolina Panthers may have blown us out. Good God. After Daniel Jones's performance in that first half, how do you not turn around and go to the venerable Drew Lock? How do you not throw caution to the wind in Germany and just go, listen, we got to do fucking something. We got to do something to try to win a game. Because I think we're going to be a 2-win team now. I thought we were going to be a 4 to 5 win team, but now I'm looking at that New Orleans game. I don't even have that penciled in as a win anymore. It's time to blow this up. It's time to stop. For the love of God, it is time to stop. You're not a talented team. You're not going anywhere. Malik Neighbors looks lost now. Targeted 10 times for only 6 receptions for 50 yards. Wan'Dale Robinson, 8. Wan'Dale Robinson is not a starting slot wide receiver. Wan'Dale Robinson is not a starting wide receiver. He is not a starting running back. Maybe he is a third down back and an outlet valve. But he is not. And I've said this the day we fucking drafted him. When you get pulled down from behind at Kentucky, you are not going to get any yak or any movement on that. And we've watched this now for 3 god-awful years. Then you go out and take a wide receiver 6 who's going to fucking fix everything. He gets 6 catches, 50 yards, 8.3. He's got no yak. He's got no movement on the ball. Daniel Jones has no ball placement. Please, for the love of God, stop playing him. I'm so sick and done. Just sit his ass, his worthless $160 million ass on the freaking bench and leave him there. Leave him in Germany. Teach him German and leave him there and let him play soccer. You, again, can't stop the run. Hubbard runs for 153 yards on 20 carries. The Carolina Panthers, yes, I know they put up 2 good offensive linemen in the offseason. 32 carries for 188. 5.9 and a touchdown. Yeah, you're going to tell me the Giants were 34 for 167, but 103 of those came from Tyrone Tracy, and then he fumbles. Tyrone Tracy had 2 fumbles and lost one of them. Daniel Jones on that flea flicker. Oh, my God. How long was it going to take that play to develop? And you were watching it going, this is going to be bad. This is going to be bad. And what do? We get the sack. And I love the announcers. I don't remember who the announcers were. I love the announcers. I said I wasn't going to watch, but I did watch. I love the announcers because even the announcers are like, yeah, you need to, I don't know what I don't know what Daniel Jones is seeing. They're like, I don't know what he's seeing. Because he's got guys open, he's got guys down the field. He either throws it short, he throws it to the side. He's got no ball placement whatsoever against the Carolina Panthers. It's not like we are playing the Kansas City Chiefs. You finally got a Jalen Hyatt sighting. Nice catch on that 19-yard reception. Isaiah Hodgins, I saw at number 18. I'm like, what the hell is he still doing on this freaking team? You decided not to trade anyone at the deadline because you're again, Joe. Who could screw up 5 and 7? That's why they call me a genius. I call you a fucking idiot. It's time for you to go. I would leave Shane. I would leave Dable. I would leave Daniel Jones at the airport in Germany, and I would hide. You know what's sad to say, and I don't want to bring it up because I don't want to bring up someone's weight, but things are going bad for Brian Dable because he's gaining weight. That Ozempic shit only works to suppress. It doesn't go to the underlying problem of why you eat all this food. And evidently he's eating through it. I feel bad for the guy. I really do feel bad for Brian Dable. You know what I feel good for? Jason Garrett, because somewhere on TV, he's sitting there and fucking laughing. And said, man, my offense didn't look too bad now, did it? Maybe it wasn't me. Maybe I had to tailor the offensive game plan around what I had at quarterback. But no, as Giant, and I kept saying that over and over again, there was some game plans by Jason Garrett that were phenomenal. They just were not executed by either Daniel Jones or Evan Ingram or whatever. But you look at that Seattle game. That Seattle game should have been a dichotomy into the soul of Jason Garrett because that was a wonderfully planned out game with a Colt McCoy quarterback. All Carolina tried to do after the first half was give this game away. And I know people are going to be like, well, if Graham Gano doesn't miss the field goal. Field goals are not guaranteed. And when your best weapon you're relying on is Graham Gano, for the last 4 years, we got problems. Fire everyone. Get everyone the hell out of here. Cut everyone. Just, you know what you need to do? Cut 53 guys and bring in a whole new team. Maybe there's a B team in Germany in the Stuttgart League that we could bring in and play and call them the Giants. I mean, it's just... And you look at the talent on this team, there's just no talent. And I kept telling people, I did a video called "The Cupboard is Bare" back before the season started, and I look at this team again, and I'm like, these are all guys outside of a few players here and there that are second, third, or fourth stringers on a good team. And we have them on this team, and we are supposed to somehow put all this together and be winners. And be a winner. You had 1 sack today. Brian Burns had his big sack and then disappeared. Yeah, he had 9 total tackles, but that was off the run because they were running right at his ass. I've said this a million times before. No one fears our edge. No one fears our defensive ends. I've been saying this since week 1, and I kept preaching this to the choir. Just run at Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau. Don't play around. Don't go near the middle of the field. Just run right at them because neither one of them can play the run. Dan Morgan is laughing because of the fact that he gave us Brian Burns for $120 million, a second-round pick, a fifth-round pick, and a seventh-round pick. He's fucking laughing. You're getting beat by a team. Hell, A'Shawn Robinson had 7 tackles and a sack and 2 tackles for a loss. Everyone remember A'Shawn Robinson? He's a guy that couldn't play on the Giants. But don't worry, we got DJ Davidson. Don't worry, we got Dexter Lawrence. Don't worry. We got the Nacho Man. Oh, there's going to be a live stream on Monday. Noon. You know it. You know there's going to be a live stream on Monday. Because I want to see all the Daniel Jones apologists and all of them. I just want to see them cry because of the fact that they have lived this nightmare for 6 years and have just stuck behind it for no reason with no evidence to back up any of it. Last week, the coach of the Saints got fired for losing to the Panthers. You need to follow suit, Mara. You need to not only fire Dable. You need to fire Shane. You need to get rid of everybody. I don't care. You know what? Bring in Belichick. I don't care anymore. I'm now at that point that I'll even take Brian Belichick. Oh, I'm going to go watch some real football. The Packers are going to be playing later, so I'm going to go watch that. Hope everyone had fun getting up early for this shit show. And as always, this is Tim, this Dark Giant Straight Talk, powered by Online Big Blue LLC, and I'm out of here.